Okay, today I'm going to break down all of the gear that I'm going to be bringing on an archery elk hunt in Montana the end of September leading into October. It's going to be a 7-day hunt and I cannot wait. I am so excited. We'll start with clothing. So for boots, I'm going to be bringing these crispy Laponia 2s. I absolutely love these boots. Super comfortable, lightweight, and if they're not waterproof, they're dang near waterproof. I've walked through creeks with these. I've been in torrential rainstorms and my feet just stay completely dry. So I love these boots. These are what I'm going to be bringing. Moving on, I'm going to be bringing just a light rain jacket. I don't have a whole kit like a rain jacket and rain pants. Just going to be bringing this rain jacket. It's lightweight. I can throw it in my bag if I need it. I can throw it on. If the rain is really bad, I will have a tarp and we can pitch that and, you know, hang out under the tarp until it dies down. But just bringing this raincoat. I think it's a Marmot. I've had it for a long time, but just bringing that. No rain pants. For pants, I'm going to be bringing these Prana Zion stretch pants. These are my favorite pants, not just for hunting, but just my favorite pants in general. They're super comfortable, lightweight. They have a little bit of stretch, but they're also very durable. I've worn these on countless backpacking trips and hunting trips and have had no issues. Prana Zion pants, awesome pants. Bringing these. I actually do have 2 pairs of these. I haven't decided if I'm going to bring 2 pairs of these or just 1 pair, and then maybe I have like a heavier kind of later season pant that I might keep in my truck if it snows or something like that. But Prana Zion pants, definitely a go-to. Next we'll go to base layer. So for the base layers, I'm going with merino wool. I have these 2 base layer pieces from QU. This is the 120 LT. It's just a nice soft t-shirt. And the other one is the 145 merino. This is the quarter zip, I think it is, with a hood. This thing is awesome. Okay, for mid layer, I'm going with this Peloton 240. It's like a microgrid fleece, and I got it with the QU pattern here, this camo pattern. But this thing it's very warm. If it's real chilly at night or chilly in the morning, I can be rocking this and then take it off if I need to if it gets hot. I'm also going to be bringing these gaiters. These are the QU. I think these are the Yukon gaiters. These are awesome. If it's raining, if all the vegetation is wet, these are going to keep all the moisture out of your boots, out of your lower legs. It'll keep your feet dry. Also, if there's any burrs or thick brush that you're going through, these things are awesome. So I always have these with me. These gaiters are awesome. For socks, usually go with the Darn Tough Merinos. Really can't beat these socks. They're awesome. I have a few pairs. Probably gonna bring 2. Okay, for boxer briefs, just bringing 2 pairs. One is just a New Balance, you know, spandex, whatever type boxer brief. It's fine. And then I also went ahead and got these Saks Quest breathable boxer briefs. So I'm gonna give those a try as well. So for gloves, I'm just gonna be bringing a pair of mechanics gloves. They're not insulated or anything like that, but it might help to just kind of take the chill off in the morning. You know, long morning hikes or if it's, you know, it's cold at night or whatever. It's good to have a pair of gloves. Okay, I think that's everything for clothing. Let's get into kind of my cook set. For my cook set, I'm going to be using a Jetboil Mini Mow. I like its dimensions. I like that it's a little bit wider, which is just kind of better if you're, you know, making any sort of food where you're scooping in. It's better than the kind of the tall, long ones. Yeah, I like this thing a lot. You know, everything is sort of self-contained. I love the fact that you can really throttle the gas when you're cooking with this. So you can have it, be a roaring boil, or you can bring it down to a very light simmer. I think that's awesome, especially if you're cooking any sort of meats. The other thing I have, which I really like, is a French press. So this French press just attaches with this plunger, and with this French press you can make actual good tasting coffee. None of that instant coffee stuff that tastes like crap. So I'll bring a little bit of ground coffee with me, and within just a couple minutes you have a few cups of awesome coffee. So this is an awesome accessory. If you have one of these jet boils, I'd recommend getting one of these French press little accessories. They're not expensive. I think it's $20. Another thing that I like to bring with me, it's not a necessity, but it's nice to have, is this Go Hunt titanium mug. It's lightweight. I actually keep different things in here, so a couple bags of tea, a lighter, and then I can also keep an extra fuel canister in here if I want. Also, if my jet boil ever were to go down, if it just stopped working, I could use this. I could make a fire and I could boil water. So for me, this titanium mug always comes with me. Okay, so for actual food, it's a 7-day hunt, so I'm gonna have 7 freezer bags, filled with my food for the day. The goal is to try and be at least 3,000 calories for the day, and I should be in good shape. I'm not going to go through every single day's items of food, but maybe I'll just break down what I have in one of my day kits here. All right, so we have Kodiak oatmeal, protein-packed oatmeal, a couple of Justin's nut butter. This is a peanut butter. This is a honey almond butter. I have a Packaroon from Heather's Choice. It's like a coconut-based little cookie. Mountain Ops protein bar. A few beef sticks here. These are Paleo Valley. This one is original flavored, and this one's jalapeno. A Mountain Ops Ignite packet in here, just for a pick-me-up, maybe midday. Got a Liquid IV electrolyte pack here. Gotta stay hydrated. A Pro Bar. These things are loaded with calories. I think this is about 400 calories, so it's pretty good. Then I just have a bag of sort of trail mix and nuts. Surprisingly has a lot of calories. This little bag here, I think it's about a cup, has 720 calories. A daily greens pack. So this is sort of like an athletic greens travel pack, but this one's made by Huel. I haven't tried these, but I wanted to bring a couple of these just to see how they are. And for dinner, this one is a Peak Refuel. This is chicken coconut curry, which sounds pretty good. So that's it for the day. This one is 3,140 calories in total for the day. And this full bag weighs 1 pound, 9 ounces. Each day's worth of food is gonna be a 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. So that's something to factor in when you're thinking about weight. We're gonna take all of our food, myself and my brother, and we're gonna put it in this giant bag here. This is a Sea to Summit, and then we can hang this from a tree at night. So another thing I'm gonna do when I hang this from a tree is I'm gonna put this reflective tape on it. And even though this might only be 60 or 70 yards away from camp, when I'm retrieving this, it's probably gonna be dark, most likely. So it doesn't hurt to have a little reflective tape on here. You can shine your flashlight and this will stick right out. Moving on, we'll go to my shelter and sleep system. All right, for shelter, I'm gonna be bringing the Seek Outside Red Cliff. It is a backcountry palace, in my opinion. It's a really big teepee, floorless, and you can fit 4 people in there pretty comfortably, and 3 people with like full gear and packs. This trip is just gonna be me and my brother, so we're gonna have a lot of space. It's kind of heavy to bring in. I think this is about 6.5 pounds, but because my brother and I are both gonna be sleeping in this, we can kind of divide up some of the weight. and it doesn't really make it that bad. But this thing is awesome. I absolutely love this Seek Outside Red Cliff. Plenty of room, and it's pretty easy to set up as well. Okay, so for my sleep system, my sleeping pad is a Sea to Summit Comfort Light. I had this for like 6 years and it's never let me down. It's comfortable, it's pretty lightweight. It's just a good all-around sleeping pad. So one other accessory I like to bring with my sleeping pad is this little Flextail Tiny Pump 2X. And this thing is awesome. You can charge it with USB-C, and then you can pump up your sleeping pad in like a minute. It's a little tiny pump. This thing is a game changer, and it also has a little lantern on it that you can use as a camp light. So it comes with a bunch of little different adapters for different sleeping pads. Actually, in the summer, I also use this for like pool floats. This thing is really cool. I think it's like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, but it's a very cool accessory to have. Okay, and so I'm actually trying something new this year. I'm trying a quilt system. So this is the ZenBivy, I think this is the light quilt. It's insulated down. I think it's rated for 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And people are just kind of raving about these ZenBivy systems. So I'm gonna give it a try. This thing is really lightweight. Right now it looks big, but it's just because it's down, and you know, once this is compressed, you can compress this down to a pretty small package. So gonna give this ZenBivy quilt a go this season and see how it goes. So for a pillow, I've been using this Thermarest cushioned pillow for years now, and this is really my go-to. This thing also kind of compresses down pretty small. Not as small as some of the inflatable pillows, but I just can't sleep on those inflatable pillows. I don't find them comfortable at all. So one thing that I'm gonna be bringing to camp, kind of a creature comfort item, is the Chair Zero Helinox, a super lightweight camp chair that weighs about, I think it's about a pound. You know, it's just nice to have a little chair to sit in after, you know, an entire day of hiking through the mountains. It's a little bit of a weight penalty, but it's a pound, so it's nothing too crazy. Okay, water filtration. I do know my brother's going to be bringing the Katadyn Hiker Pro, which is that pump. That thing works really well, and it's really fast to filter water. I'm going to be bringing this Hydra Pack 4 liter. This is a 4 liter water container here. It's made of this kind of thick, durable plastic, and it folds up into this tiny bag. This is 4 liters. Another neat thing about it is you can get these caps for it. This is a filter. So if you're hiking along and you see a stream, you can just fill this up with water and then put the filter on. You can drink out of this, or you can squeeze it into your Nalgene. And I'll also just have a Nalgene as well that I'll keep on my pack here. On this side, I have a Nalgene holder, so that'll just be right on my hip at all times. Okay, this little sack here is just for vitamins and coffee. So earlier I showed you that French press. So I will be bringing some really good ground coffee. And in here is just my vitamins and some tea bags. Okay, toiletries. And here, a little bit of toilet paper. Tiny bit of baby wipes here. I've got 2 little ones and a 1-year-old, so we have a bunch of these laying around the house, so bringing some baby wipes. Also in here, a little toothbrush, a little bit of toothpaste. In here, I'm gonna be keeping all of my batteries. So I will be filming this hunt, and I'll be filming it with the camera that's filming me right now, which is a Canon R5C. So in here, I'm gonna have all my batteries for the camera, my microphone kit, both of my battery banks to charge my phone, my inReach, and whatever else needs to be charged, my headlamps. One is an Anker, I think it's a 20,000 milliamp. The other one I have is a Nightcore. In here I also have all the different cables I need, USB-C, USB, micro USB, whatever whatever I need for the things I need to charge. All right, I'm gonna switch gears over to my bow. The bow that I'm gonna be bringing is my Matthews Lift 33. Love the bow, it's awesome. Definitely have this thing dialed in, so excited about that. I do have a video kind of breaking down the bow and the arrows that I'm gonna be using. You can check that out if you want more information, but this is my Matthews Lift 33. I am going to be keeping on these feet, these Matthews Engage limbs. Just super convenient. They're really not any extra weight. I mean, a couple of ounces. Just really convenient to be able to put your bow down and, you know, not have to put it down on the rocks. All right, so it will be kind of peak rut. So I will be bringing a bugle tube. Whether I use it or not kind of depends on what's happening in the mountains. You know, if they're all herded up and calling is ineffective, I might not even use this, but it's always good to have, especially in September, to have some calls. So I'll have that, and then in my bino harness I'll have some diaphragm calls as well. All right, coming over to optics, let's take a look at that. I'm gonna be wearing this Gafaru bino harness. I love this bino harness. It is bomb-proof, super durable, comfortable, it's just great. The binoculars that I'm going to be running are the Vortex Razor 10x42 Razor HDs. I love these binoculars. The form factor is great. They're small, lightweight, and the optical quality I think is really good for the size of these. These are my go-to 10x42 Razors, awesome binoculars. Spotting scope I'm going to be bringing is the Mini Razor, the Vortex Mini Razor 13x39. This is amazing as well. I love that it's so small and compact, and the quality is great. Going to be using this for digiscoping. We'll kind of see how the hunt goes. Maybe there's not too many opportunities to even use this if we're in a lot of timber, but definitely bringing it. The tripod. So I think this tripod system's kind of a sleeper. I don't see a lot of hunters using this, and it's a fraction of the cost of, you know, some of the bigger names like Tricer and stuff like that. This thing I put together for I don't even know, probably 50 bucks. And what it is, it's an Ekoto travel tripod. Got this on Amazon, and I think it's like 30 bucks. I got this years ago to just bring on travel trips and hiking and backpacking, and it's great. I mean, no issues whatsoever. I really like that there's latches on the legs. I can't stand tripod legs that have the, you know, the rotating tight fasteners. They always seem to fail, and they're just kind of annoying to work. I definitely prefer the latches. And this it's super lightweight, and the head that I have on this is a small rig, small pan head. It is a fluid head, and I forget its exact name, but I actually saw a video from a YouTube channel, and they did like a complete comprehensive breakdown of all of the hunting tripod heads, and this was one of their favorites, if not their favorite. I actually also have the Siru tripod head, and I don't like it. I don't think it's that good of a head. Everybody in the hunting community raves about it and says it's amazing. I don't think it's that good. I think this one's much better. That's why I'm bringing it. It's smaller. The only thing I don't like about this head is, since it's so small, getting the Arca Swiss plate on there, you kind of do have to like really look at it and tighten it down. But I've also noticed with the Siru head, if you are using one of these Peak Designs capture clips for your camera, the little adapter that's Arca Swiss, the little square that comes on that thing is a pain in the ass to get onto the Siru head. It just, I don't know why it doesn't fit well, but it's really annoying. But on this one, it just pops right on. Also in the bino harness, you have this area here. I just keep my release in here, but you can keep your phone in there or a battery charger. Actually, I've also kept like a SIG P365 Micro 9 in there. It actually did fit. And that's actually a good place for those tiny Micro 9s if you're carrying one of those. This is just the Vortex Diamondback HD 2000. I have no problems with this rangefinder whatsoever. Seems to be very accurate, and yeah, it's just a good rangefinder. Over in this pouch here, I'll keep you know, like an open read call and my wind checker, and maybe like a few extra batteries or something. On the side here, I just keep a little Allen wrench set there if I need to make any repairs on my bow and whatnot. In the back, in this pouch here, I just keep my tags and paperwork, license, whatever. Okay, so I'm also going to be wearing this Kenai chest holster with my Springfield XDM 10mm. We're going to be in grizzly country, so definitely want to have this on me. I'll also have underneath my bino harness is a bear spray holder here. I think this is a marsupial gear. So I'm gonna be flying there, so I'm gonna have to pick that up when I get there. Gonna have bear spray, and I'll have a pistol as well. One other thing I forgot was on my bino harness, I'll also have this Garmin InReach Mini, this little satellite device here. This will just allow me to you know, text my family. Also, if there's an emergency, I can hit the SOS button and get help if I need it. Okay, next we're going to talk about my medical kit. So I have this in this neat little Go Hunt pouch here. So in this medical kit, I'm going to have a standard ultralight small medical kit in here. In here basically has all your basic first aid stuff that you need: band-aids, gauze, antiseptic, all that kind of stuff. It's just a nice lightweight kit that anybody who's going to be venturing into the backcountry should at least have something like this. You can get these at REI, pretty much any hunting store, any outdoor store. You should be able to find one of these kits. Also in here, in addition to like the Advil and the ibuprofen, I also have some Benadryl in there as well. I also have a tourniquet and a pack of Quick Clot. So just a couple things that might help some severe bleeding and get it kind of taken care of. I also do have a space blanket in here, just in case. All right, next we have my Possibles pouch. So this is the pouch that I keep in the top section of my pack, readily available. It just kind of has all the things that you need to access more frequently. So in here I have sleeping pad repair kit. If you get a hole in your sleeping pad, you're screwed. So this is the little tiny Allen key. Pyro putty to start a fire. It's a good fire starter there. An additional wind checker. My Peaks titanium spoon. I like these long spoons because you can dig into your freeze-dried meals without getting your hands completely covered in food. My headlight. This is a Sofern headlight. Black diamond backup headlamp. Backup release. If I set down my thumb button release and I lose it, I'm screwed unless I have a backup. So backup release there. Small Bic lighter wrapped with Luco tape. Bunch of different paracord here. A pen. A little flagging tape. Earbuds if my brother snores. And then a couple of tent repair patches. Some spare D-loop material. Also this little pocket Streamlight micro stream flashlight. I love these. I have like 3 of these. They're awesome little tiny compact flashlights. This one you can actually charge with USB-C. Some of them take a AAA battery, which is fine too, but they're just really bright. They're small, you can put them in your pocket. And they also have this neat clip here, which allows you to put these on the bill of your hat. So now technically you have a third backup as a headlamp if you needed this in a pinch. These little flashlights are great to just have around. Okay, next we have my kill kit. So in my kill kit I have this knife. This is a hunting knife that my dad got me when I was like 10. It's carbon steel, so it's not the prettiest, but it's super sharp, and it's just a good knife. I actually did wrap this orange paracord around it, just so I don't lose it in the dirt. Few pairs of gloves. Knife sharpener. This is a work sharp. Got my game bags. These are the Caribou Gear Elk game bags. And last but not least, I have a Havlon knife in here with a couple of extra blades. These knives are super sharp and always good to have. So in addition to the game bag, I also bring 1 or 2 contractor bags as well. You can do a ton with these. You can lay your game meat out on the bags. You can put your quarters and your meat in these bags if you don't want your pack to get bloody. They're very versatile. You can do a ton with them. Okay, last but not least, the pack that all this stuff is going to be going into is my Exo Mountain Gear K4 7200 pack. This pack is awesome. I've been using this, all winter and spring and summer, just getting ready for this hunt. And it's really comfortable. It handles weight great. And just the way that the compartments are laid out is very convenient. I'm a big fan of this pack, and I'm excited to see how it handles hauling out a bunch of elk meat. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I actually fit all of this into my pack, and then I'm going to put the pack on, just kind of show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so let's start loading this pack up. First thing I'm going to do is take the lid off, unclip that, take off this top section here, unravel that. I'm going to lay that like that towards me. So what I do is I actually take my kill kit, and since I'm not running a platypus or a bladder, in the section that's confined in this bag for a water bladder, I actually put the kill kit down in there, just because I'm not using that compartment anyways, and the kill kit just always stays in the bag. Doesn't get taken out by accident, it's just always in there. I just kind of like that. Take my kill kit and I shove that all the way down in there. Also take my contractor bags and put them in there as well. All right, next I'm gonna go with my teepee shelter. Since it is quite large, I'm gonna put this in here at the bottom. Loosen some of these straps. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take my quilt. I'm gonna take this out of this sack here. And I'm just gonna stuff this into the bottom and just kind of fill those empty spaces with this quilt. Really shove it down there. This is the Zenbivy core sheet. I'm not sure if I broke this down, but basically this is a soft sheet that goes over your sleeping pad, and it does have an insulated hood, and this is actually insulated as well. So just makes it for a little bit more comfortable of a sleep on your sleeping pad. So that's just a sheet that can be shoved down there too. Okay, all right, next I'm gonna take my clothes. I'm probably gonna be wearing half of these clothes on me as I go to my hunt. So I'm actually flying out to Montana. I live in Pennsylvania, so it's a 32-hour drive to Montana from Pennsylvania. And I just don't have the time. I have 2 little kids, I'm running a business. It just didn't make sense to take an additional 4 days off for travel, there and back. So I will be flying, and I will be doing a video kind of breaking down the cost of it and how I get the meat back if I do get an elk, and just how all that works. But that'll come after the hunt, so stay tuned. So what I'm gonna do is just take the clothes that I'm not gonna be wearing on body when I fly out there, and I'm gonna put that in here. This puffy jacket, this can get shoved in as well. I'm not gonna be wearing that on the plane. The gaiters I won't be wearing. This probably won't be wearing. Camo on the plane. And this stuff I probably will be wearing, so don't need to pack that. Raincoat, not gonna be wearing that, so we'll shove that in there. Okay, med kit. So I keep the med kit on this in this side pouch here, just because it's always there. It's easy to access. I don't want to, if there's an emergency, I don't want to have to be digging through the bag. I want something that's quick access and you know, right there. So I always keep that here in this back pouch here. It's like a this side pouch. And my hunting partner, he knows where this is as well. Okay, all right, boots I'm gonna be wearing on me, so they're not going in the pack, obviously. Okay, sleeping pad. All right, batteries. Put it in this side pouch here. It's a side zipper. Food. Camp chair. I also put that in this side zipper here. All right, my spotting scope, I put in this side zipper here. Gloves, toss in here, and jet boil. Okay, I'll roll this up. Okay, now we're gonna put some stuff in the lid here. So possibles pouch goes in there. Gonna put my toiletries, that top one there. And I'll also put my water filter in this here. We also have a tripod. My brother's gonna be carrying this in his pack, so we can put that aside. I don't think we talked about trekking poles, so just some standard Mountain Smith cheap trekking poles, but they work fine. I also roll a bunch of Luco tape and gaff tape on the actual trekking pole. If I need it, I can peel it off that. So we'll put these on the side here. Now we need the bugle tube. All right, and finally, we are gonna put my Crocs on here. Crocs are good for just to have around camp, and also if you need to cross a stream or something like that, Crocs are pretty great. Okay, so there we have it. Pretty big pack. Let's check the weight on this now. All right, so this pack is completely full. Right now we're at about 46 pounds. That's with no water and probably half of the food that I'm gonna take. So I would say I'm gonna be right around the 50 pound mark going into the hike. Now our plan is to hike in, do a spike camp, and then hike out from that spike camp. So this is what I'm gonna be carrying on the way in. After we set up camp, obviously it'll be much lighter as we day hunt. But yeah, right around 50 pounds. And this is how it looks like with the complete kit. So bino harness, Got the pistol here, easy to draw, and the pack. And I'll be carrying this just like that. Okay, so that's everything that I'm going to be bringing on my elk hunt in Montana for 7 days. I hope you guys like this. If you have any questions about any of this gear, please leave a comment in the comment section. I wish you all the best of luck this hunting season, and please like and subscribe if you like this content. We'll see you on the next one.